All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this Thursday afternoon. I forgot what day of the week it was. I have got a goodie in the mail. Um, let's get some housekeeping out of the way real quick. Like and subscribe. Use my Drive to RPG affiliate code. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps the channel. But big news here. I have recently got into, as you saw in my last video, I was talking about Conquest, the last argument of kings. And I've been watching a lot of videos on this, and I really like what I've seen from the game. And I think I'm going to get to play, hopefully, maybe this Sunday. I'm not quite sure. I've got a local guy here in town that actually plays and knows the game. So I'm going to hopefully get a chance to run my Huskarls against his city state. Or no, he's playing Spire. So it'll be my Huskarls, a skirmish game against him. But anyway, I did a little order, and I reached out. Those of you that follow me on Discord know I reached out to Parabellum. I did my order. I ordered about $100 worth of miniatures, so I got a little rule book, and we're gonna go through everything. I'm gonna do an unboxing. I've got the box right here. But in the order, I put a note saying that I have a small YouTube channel, and I would like to highlight some of your content. I don't know if you support YouTubers. Well, I know they support YouTubers, but basically, I just said, I love your stuff, and if there's any way I can support you, let me know. So they reached out to me like the next day, which was super cool. And they said, yeah, we have an affiliate program. And so basically what's going to happen is I've already created my account, my affiliate account with Parabellum. That's the parent company of Conquest, the last argument of kings. And they're going to send me a code. I don't have the code yet. So unfortunately, if you're thinking about getting into this game and you haven't ordered anything yet, hold off for a couple days until I get my code. And then if you don't mind using that code, it saves you 10% and I get a little kickback that helps support the channel and covers the cost of all this stuff. So uh, I do have multiple channels on my YouTube stream and one of them is miniature games. And so this video is more to the fans of miniature games. So if you're looking for an RPG review today, it's sadly this is not going to be it. But if you're into miniatures or you like cool fantasy miniatures, then stick around. But we're gonna do some conquest support and stuff. I'm gonna direct you to 2 Plus Tough channel. He does some great videos on the lore of Conquest, the last argument of kings and the factions, and his content's really good. So I highly recommend it. So, but use my affiliate code, save 10%. Which miniatures are not cheap. This is a hobby, and all hobbies are expensive. So with that being said, save yourself 10%. You're helping yourself out and you're helping out Mr. Mean Speaks, which is awesome. But without further ado, let's get into this. Let's pop this open and see what all we got. So remember, knife safety, always cut towards your buddy. Uh, I don't know where they're out of, if they're out of Germany or somewhere in the EU. Um, Italy, I mean Parabellum, I would think it's Italy. But I don't know for sure. So always close our knife when we're done and put it away. All righty. Let's see what we got. So, well, we have got the city state hoplites, and these can be configured in one of two ways. They can be, I think it's hoplites or phalangites. Um, these are like their conscript army guys. These are your base troopers, I believe. So I was really taken by the city states, that very Greek and or Roman, look, hoplites, Spartans, that kind of look with the shields and stuff. You can see there's a little bit of a glare. Hopefully that's not too bad. And then of course, right after I made this order, they just announced their pre-release of their getting started pack for like the Blood Feud or whatever. Um, so let's say I just want to make sure there's nothing else in the box. There is not. So we've got that. We got the hoplites, and this is basically just enough to get started. Uh, this is my pole mark, which he can be the leader of the hoplites, or he can be any leader. But this is the pole mark character. As you can see, I'm not going to take them out of the box because I'm not. I'm going to finish up my Huskarls first, which I've got about 4 or 5 put together. I think, yeah, this is my leader. I don't have his shield on because it'll be easier to paint him without the shield, but he has the leaders. These are chunky boy models. So if you're not the greatest painter, um, this is a great way to paint some chunky miniatures. They're not super tiny. They're like D&D miniatures. This is the rule book. Oh, it's a little banged up, but that's okay. Um, I'm going to order that starter pack, and this has all the rules and I think a little bit of fiction in it. The cool part is with this game, the rules are free. You can download. I did pay for this. It was only 14 bucks, but you can download the rule book for free, either First Blood or The Last Argument of Kings. Last Arguments of King is their mass battle game. First Blood is their skirmish, and the nice part is the miniatures work for either or. So what I can add a few more units of this, 1 or 2 more characters, and I can have a full-on battle, or I can just have what I have right now and play a skirmish game. And I'm more of a skirmish game player, although everyone is telling me, I'm on the Facebook group for The Last Argument of Kings, and everyone is telling me that once you play the skirmish game, you'll want to play the mass battle game because it's a lot of fun. And I've watched many videos, and I really enjoy it. So the last thing I got is the token pack. So this is going to be like wound markers, retreat, all that kind of stuff. We are going to open this and take a look at it. Um, so just to see what it looks like. And it's going to have all of, there's 16 tokens in here. So, and that's what the tokens are. So there's, I can't read that without my glasses. I am blind. But it does come in a nice box. I will say their presentation, that is the logo for the game, and it's on all their cards. The other thing too is with every miniature, and I can show you in here. Now, this is one of their very first production miniatures for the first set of their armies, the Huskarls. This has been out the longest, and I'll do a comparison when I do my other video. Um, but trying to pull out one of the sprues that has more on it. Um, the sprues come pretty well packed. I mean, there's pretty decent detail on there. You can see their shields and stuff. And there's a cape right there. And you can see it's decent size. I mean, I got meat paws, but their miniatures are pretty chunky. They're chunky boys. Um, I'm going to do mine without the cape because I glued a lot of the capes together per the instructions. I will say there's instructions on the website for the Huskarls. I don't know if there was a pre-production set before these, but the instructions led me because the instructions on the website, when you take a picture of the card, tell you to glue the cloaks together first. There's a front piece to the cloak, goes over their shoulders, and of course they have their cloak, and it tells you to glue them together first, and then you're supposed to slide them over the head of the model. Well, that doesn't work. Let me tell you, I haven't found it to work yet. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But here's the Huskarl leader. That's his picture. That barcode, if you scan that, will take you to their website and you can get more information and stuff. So, but as you can see, there's the back of the card. Everybody's card looks the same. So they followed that through with the back of the box. And it's a nice quality little box. You could use this to roll some dice, although in this game you roll a lot of D6s. I'm probably going to order the city state dice. They're like $32.99, which I think is a little steep, but I think you get 20 dice or something. I can't remember what the price. I think you get 30 dice and it's $32.99 if I remember correctly. I can't remember. So don't quote me. Um, that's where I really need you guys to use that affiliate link once I post it, so that can help offset the cost, and then I can buy more stuff and I can bring you more content. So here's the tokens. They appear to be, I don't know if they're acrylic or if they're plastic. So yeah. So what is this token symbol? Draw event. Okay, so that's a draw event. So they have the same icon on each side. So that's a draw event. This is, what is this? Supremacy. Okay, so this shows you who has supremacy. The cool thing about this game is you want to roll low. It's not a roll high game. So it's on D6s, and you're going to roll a bunch of d6s, and low numbers you'll figure out what you need to hit, and then you roll that many dice based on the attacks that you have, and you want to roll low. So ones are great, sixes are bad. um Here's another dice. What is this? Casualty token. So that's your casualty. I think that's appropriate. And let's see, what else do we have? The tokens are nice though. I mean, even though they're plastic, they feel really nice. So this is, what is this? Wound markers. Well, that's good because they're bright red, so you can see when a unit is wounded, and they're obviously. Oh, what is this token? So there's a bunch of different tokens here. This is reinforcement and something. So that's a reinforcement token. Let's see. Is there any other tokens? No, that's. Oh, what is this one? There's this token, which is conquest markers. So these might be to hold objectives, which, if you realize it's that symbol. So it's the same symbol. So just turn it that way. So yeah, and it looks like it's a serpent, spinning around. So that's the tokens. I don't really care for the plastic bag. I don't know why where's it going here? Let's go that way. Right there. Point this up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that plastic bag. I want to keep the tokens in the box. I think the box is dope. So lots of tokens. Um, Very nice. Chunky. They've got some weight to them. They feel nice. They feel like good quality. Um, and I just thought it was nice that I'm a completionist when it comes to my games. And what I mean by that is I like to own everything I need for the game. I don't want to have to be at the table and go, oh, I don't have that, and then try to figure out and use something to represent that. That just annoys me. And one of the other cool thing is the way they do their bases, and Fire and Ice does this too, which is the Game of Thrones miniatures game. Uh, but you have your skirt, or your mass battle base, and then you have individual bases for the miniatures, and four miniatures makes up a base. So as you remove casualties, if they don't remove a whole base, you can just pull the miniatures off. But you can also play the skirmish game. Doesn't use the big bases. This is only for mass battles. For the skirmish game, you use the round bases. So you get all the bases you need. And I guess the rumor is the next launch, or the next phase of miniatures, including some of these newer city states, because this is the newest army that they've released, is the city states. The bases are going to have a divot in them, and you're going to be able to buy them with the magnets, which is huge. Because anybody who, if you've played miniature games long enough, you know that magnetizing is the way to go. And what'll be nice is when you magnetize them in these rank and file bases, it'll be really nice, because when you're trying to move, four units at once, you tend to knock things over. And like these guys, these hoplites or phalangites, they got pole arms and stuff, so you're going to knock them over, and they're going to easily catch on your sleeve and stuff. So having them magnetized will be nice, because at least you'll feel the weight of all four miniatures before you possibly knock something over. So I'm very excited for this. Like I said, I'm probably going to pull the trigger and order the getting started pack off their website, and that's going to give me another leader unit, some more troops, and a stack of minotaurs. I think you get 3 minotaurs in a box, and they look awesome. They are super chunky boys. So each faction has their big, and they just released a new giant, two new giants for the city states. So like the Nords have the mountain giant, and then they have like a frost giant or something like that. I prefer the frost giant guy more than the like mountain giant or the hill giant. He's very chunky, very thick, barrel chested. But he just, I don't, I personally just don't like the look of the model. I wouldn't put it in my army because I don't like the look of it. But I do like that Frost Jarl or whatever they call him. I forgot his name. But man, you talk about the models actually go together really well. I can show you a couple here. I'm in the midst of, I usually get a little about an hour of hobby time at night, right before the kid goes to bed and stuff, and then I have to stop and get him ready. But like this guy's going to be, I mean, he doesn't have a head or a shield. They all have shields. Like I said, I'm not going to put the cloak on. And here's what's nice, because they come with a cloak, but the cloak is optional. Their back is fully detailed. I mean, there's armor and everything on there and chainmail and everything. So yeah, I mean, this guy doesn't have arms, so hopefully you can see it a little bit better if I, yeah, you can see it there. It just, I gotta get the camera right here. But yeah, quality of the miniatures is nice. And like I said, let's see, I've got one pretty much put together. Oh, nope, not him. I'll show you. This is my Pathfinder guy. This is, he's a witch hunter for, The Witcher. He's not quite finished being painted, but look at the size. Now he is a dwarf, so yeah, I mean but look at that. That's chunky. That's a chunky boy, you know. I mean, you put him behind him, you can't even see him. So yeah, their models are pretty chunky. Um, where's the? This is a D&D troll, right? And here he is next to the. I mean, he's almost as big as the troll. He's definitely as thick, if not thicker, than the troll. And this is a D&D troll. So yeah, I'm really happy with the qualities. Like I said, the city states wasn't out when I first learned about this game, and I got all excited about it. And so I went with, the city state. I didn't. This doesn't turn, does it? That's quite annoying. Um, and then I saw the city states, and I love these like hoplites. I like the Grecian Spartan. I like that look with the heavy armor and the swords and the shields, and I just think these are going to paint up so nice. So very excited. And again, rule book is free. You can get the rule book online for free. You don't have to pay for it. As they update the rules, and you see this says Conquest 2 on it, First Blood. This is because this is a revised rule book. This is the second iteration of the rules. So that's even the new rule book. Sometimes you order from these miniature companies and you'll get the first edition rule. I've had that happen with other games. I'm a huge Malifaux fan. Now, Malifaux's never done me wrong. Malifaux's always been a great company to deal with weird miniatures. And Parabellum is just, I mean, they just, if you want to feel like your hobby dollar matters, and I don't mean to sound like I'm shilling for Parabellum, but they listen to the fans. There's a spot on their website where you can go and you can vote on stuff. They just, and we're not going to mention the big miniature guys, those guys that work in a workshop, if you know what I mean, and they make games. They don't jack their prices up. Their prices are reasonable, and I mean, yeah, are they steep? Yeah, but look at the quality you're getting. I mean, this is, I mean, that's awesome. I think this guy was like 30 bucks, 20. I don't even remember, but I know it wasn't that bad. I mean, yeah, $100 for this is steep, but that's the age we live in. But I feel like I got real value for my dollar, and I'm gonna have hours of enjoyment because I'm a miniature player that enjoys the hobby aspect or the hobbying aspect of miniatures. In other words, putting them together, painting them, basing them. I enjoy all of that, and I enjoy actually playing a game. Like I love playing Malifaux. I love playing um I can't think of Blood Bowl. I'm a huge Blood Bowl fan. In fact, I have a brand new Blood Bowl army from Grebo Miniatures that I just got. And I'll do a video on that pretty soon too to highlight that for those that want to see. But I hope you guys are as excited as I am for the content that I want to bring. I would like to do some hobbying videos where I'm putting these miniatures together and maybe do a live cast where I'm talking with you guys. If that's something you'd like to see, please put it down in the doobly doo and let me know. If you're a miniatures gamer and you like this stuff, let me know if you want to see more content. I did get an arm and I can hook up my camera so it'll point down or at an angle, and I can do a live stream where we're just chit chatting about it, and you can watch me put these models together and maybe comment and talk, and we can do it together. Have a little hobby time maybe while I'm working on my hobby stuff. You can work on yours along with me, and we can just stream it together. I think that would be super cool. And I want to say a huge thank you to Parabellum for answering me so quickly and offering me that affiliate link. That was very nice of them. I believe I've done everything, so hopefully they'll get to see this, and I can get that link, and then I'll put it in the notes. Well, I'll update the video once I get the link, and I'm just super excited. So I think I'm going to have a small Nord skirmish force, and I'm going to have a city states, and then I'm almost positive I'm going to try the last argument of kings because everyone's telling me I've got to try it. So I'm going to try the last argument of kings, and I think that way I can do a skirmish of both the city states and the Nords, and I can start teaching people here locally how to play. Because I think if we get enough people interested in it, it'll be fun, and we can start maybe a little league or whatever. I know Parabellum has some rules up for stuff like that, and they're constantly updating the lore, and they're making strides with new miniatures, and they're asking the community what they want to see. So if you want to be a part of a company that cares about you and your input is valuable, go check out Parabellum's The Last Argument of Kings Conquest. It is, I think, shaping up to be a phenomenal game. It's got a lot of traction, and you could spend your hobby dollars a lot worse. So I think this is pretty cool. So I hope you guys will join me for the ride as we put these models together on stream, and and maybe I'll even try to do a little painting on stream. I've never painted on stream. I'm going to paint these guys up probably using slap chop because I'm a slow painter and I get very limited hobby time to sit down and just paint miniatures. So I really want to make the most of it. And not unfortunate, fortunately, slap chop really works for someone in my situation. And I want to see how it's going to work on these. I've been testing and playing with the slap chop method on like D&D Pathfinder miniatures, and so I'm feeling pretty good about it. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how it goes. I've been painting core space by Battle Systems. I've been painting my crews. I have 2 or 3 crews. I've got 2 of them. I got one fully painted, and I'm working on the second crew. I'm almost done with it. So I'll move on to another crew because Core Space is one of those games I can play solo, and that's what I like. I can also use the Core Space miniatures for 5 parsecs from home. These Conquest miniatures, I think, are going to work great for 5 leagues from the Borderlands, which you can also play solo. So I'm kind of excited for that as well. So hopefully we got some good hobbying stuff coming here onto the channel. So if that's something that interests you, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Help grow the Meanie Army. We have a very active Discord channel, so there'll be links down in the doobly doo. So I hope you guys will stop on by and say hi. I am on the Facebook Conquest Last Argument of Kings channel, so you can pop in and say hi there. Um, I don't know what else to say, man. This is a cool game. I hope you follow along for the ride. I'm gonna call my buddy Nubby Mike out, and hopefully, I know he got a box. I don't remember which box he got, but he got a box. I don't know if he's painted them yet, but maybe we can do an on-stream paint together, and that would be pretty cool. So anyway, peace and hair grease. As always, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, please comment down below. Do you want to see more of this content? If you want to come along for the ride, that would be awesome. And as always, be nice. Thanks, guys.